Let's start. Today, we're going to see taller de inglés avanzado. Intermedio sería. What are the topics that we're going to see? The first thing that we do in the class is warm-up activity. Lo primero es una actividad de rompehielo. Then we're going to do a reading and vocabulary activity, lectura comprensiva y vocabulario. Then grammar, then listening, and then pronunciation. Después gramática, audio y pronunciación. Ok, guys, esta es la estructura normal de una clase de inglés en VLA. So let's start. First thing, warm-up activity. En el warm-up activity voy a darme la oportunidad de presentarme bien porque es una actividad de presentación y de escucha. Entonces, primero yo voy a decir mi nombre, voy a decir algún hobby que tengo, lo que me gusta, lo que no me gusta, y después vamos a comenzar con esta actividad de feelings and gestures. So, my name is Alicia Gonzalez. I live in Nicaragua. I am currently teaching in Virtual Learning Academy. I am making a self-quarantine in my home because in my country, there's no quarantine, there's no warnings, but we're okay. My family and I are okay. I love listening to music. I love teaching. That's my #1 passion. And I hope that today, guys, you can learn and participate. Those are my expectations, okay? So I want 2 volunteers, 2 voluntarios, que se presenten. Pueden decir su color favorito, su comida favorita, su nombre, qué hacen, dónde viven. Okay, so Jocelyn Matamoros, you can participate.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Matamoros Ramirez. I live in Costa Rica, and I love the music and the art in general.
Thank you for sharing. And what are your expectations of this seminar?
I'm not studying a university right now, so I have to improve my English and my abilities in general.
Excellent. And what are you going to study?
International businesses.
Wow, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Jocelyn. Now, Kayla Hidalgo, you can participate as well.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and I am province is Costa Rica. I live hobby. Eat.
Your hobby is eating. Okay. Very good. And what's your favorite color? ¿Cuál es tu color favorito?
Yellow.
We have yellow, blue. My favorite color is green. Okay, guys, thank you both of you for sharing. We're gonna start the lesson. Remember, the people that want to participate, raise your hands. I'm gonna be watching you. So, feelings and gestures. Let's see. Maria Solis, can you read the instructions, please?
Sure.
Yes.
Un moment.
Nose.
Where can I find it?
Here, what is the man doing? Todos pueden ver mi pantalla. Se la estoy compartiendo.
Yeah.
Sí.
Okay, so I want you to read the
Give
instructions.
me a second.
Okay. Meanwhile, what about, did you find it?
Name?
Maria Solis, did you
What is
find
this
it?
man doing? What is this man doing in each picture? Match each expression with a picture, then compare with the partner.
Thank you very much. Okay, so what we're gonna do is match. Match significa juntar, linkear. Entonces, tenemos las frases y tenemos figuras, fotos, dibujos. So we're gonna match them, we're gonna link them. The first one, he's biting his nails. ¿Se está? So it will be A, B, C, D, E, or F.
D.
D.
It will be D, excellent.
D.
He's
D.
rolling his eyes. It will be A, B, C, what do you think?
B.
C,
B.
excellent. Rolling his eyes, like that, C. He's scratching his head.
F.
F,
F.
F, very good, like this. He's tapping his foot. E, excellent. He's twirling his hair. Twirling
A.
his hair.
A.
He's
A.
wrinkling his nose.
B.
E. Very good. Okay, so now it's a group activity. Use the pictures in part A and these adjectives to describe how the man is feeling. So, annoyed. What do you think the man is doing? Is being annoyed. A, B, C, D, E, or F?
Maybe E. C.
I think that it could be E, it could be C, definitely. What about bored?
It could be C.
I guess B.
E.
F.
Maybe.
B.
E. Bored. I think it's E because he's watching his clock.
Exactly.
So E, yes. Confused.
C.
A. Could be
F.
It could be A, it could be D. F, yes. What about disgusted?
B.
B,
B.
definitely.
B.
Embarrassed.
E.
D.
D.
D. It could be also, it also could be A. D or A. Exhausted. Tired.
I don't know.
F.
I guess B. B.
It could be F.
F. maybe.
Exhausted. Cansado.
F. It could be F.
It could be F. And what else?
E.
E. Exactly. Frustrated. Frustrado.
D.
It could be D. Or
C.
D.
or
B.
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 Exactly. Impatient.
E.
E. E. Irritated.
C.
B.
C. It could be B, C, E. And the last one, nervous.
D.
D.
D. Exactly. So that was the first activity. I'm gonna mute you again, guys, and then we're gonna move on to the reading comprehension. In the reading comprehension, I'm gonna ask volunteers, well, democráticamente, to participate. So the lecture is religious festivals around the world. Festivales, festividades religiosas alrededor del mundo. First, we're gonna see the Islamic festival, the Ramadan. Then we're gonna see the Easter in Poland. Then we're gonna study the Hindu festival in Diwali. Okay, so we're gonna study 3 different religious festivals. Hindu, Easter, and Islamic festival, 3 different. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Paulo, if you can please read the first paragraph.
Okay.
Because the Islamic religion uses a calendar. Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Because the Islamic religion uses a calendar based on the moon, not the sun. The exact date of religious festival changes from year to year. The Islamic calendar begins with the Hijra, the year when Muhammad left the city of Mecca for Medina.
Thank you very much. So far, we're reading about the calendar that they use and the time of the year and the city, Mecca. 3 important details we have there. Thank you, Paulo. Now, I'm gonna ask Rebecca. Rebecca, can you read the second paragraph, please?
Yes. It's time for peaceful prayer for most Muslim people every year in the month of Ramadan. The 9th month is of the Islamic calendar. All Muslims
Muslims.
how to pronounce that. Fast from
Muslims.
morning until evening.
Excellent. Now we're talking about fasting, ayuno, the fasting that they do in the Ramadan festival. And paragraph number 3, Jennifer Cárdenas, can you read paragraph number 3, please?
Okay. By living without everyday comfort, even for a short time, a fasting person better understand the life of pure people who are hungry and also grows in his or her spiritual life.
Thank you very much. The only thing is hungry. This word, the U, you pronounce it at O because it's a long vowel sound, hungry. Very good.
Hungry.
So we're talking about the Muslim calendar, the Hijra, the place, the city that everything started, right? Mecca, the fasting, and last but not least, the spiritual life as a background. So we have 5 important details in this story. I'm gonna ask you questions about all the reading passage, so pay attention, okay? Even though you're not reading out loud, you still need to pay attention. Now, Danny, can you please read the first paragraph of Easter in Poland, all the way until year, from in Poland to year?
Okay. Can you hear me as well?
Yes.
Okay. In Poland, there are many customs and Easters. For example, the blessing basket contain among of things colored eggs, bread, salt, and white sauces. Everything in basket has a meaning. The eggs represent Christ, the bread, the salt, and sauces good health, and enough money in the coming year. In the coming year.
Excellent. Now, Gabriel Núñez, can you continue with the second paragraph, please?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The family Easter breakfast on Sunday morning is as important as Christian dinner for Polish. And there is one more Polish tradition connected with the Easter Monday. Western people throw water each other. This is a wish for good health. 2, even strangers and the street are not safe from a bath and cold water and Easter Monday.
Excellent. Okay, the only thing, this word Christmas, Navidad, right? Para las personas que todavía están en inglés básico, vamos a hacer un resumen de todo lo que hemos leído hasta ahora. Okay, in the first slide, we read about Islamic festivals. El primero es acerca de los musulmanes. Muslims es musulmanes. El Ramadan. Ramadan se dice igual en inglés o en español. Hablamos de la ciudad donde todo comenzó, la Meca de Medina, que hacen ayuno y eso enriquece su vida espiritual. En resumen. En la segunda parte, Easter in Poland, la Pascua en Polonia, estamos hablando de sus costumbres. Hacen una bendición de una canasta, la canasta tiene diferentes artículos, comida, huevos simbólicos, que adentro tienen cosas, y todo esto, los huevos representan a Cristo, el pan, la sal, las salchichas representan buena salud y suficiente dinero para el siguiente año. Esto lo hacen de manera simbólica para tener un buen año, para tener dinero, para que no les falte salud, para que no les falte el pan de cada día y para honrar a Cristo. Ellos son cristianos, ¿ok? We have the summary of the first two slides. Se los traduzco porque a todos les voy a hacer preguntas democráticamente para que todos estemos en la misma página. And the last part, a Hindu festival, Diwali. In Diwali, let's see. Jocelyn, can you please read the first paragraph?
Sure. The festival of Diwali is one of the most important religious and festivals in India. It lasts for 5 days around the end of October. It is the festival of Lakshmi. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Lakshmi, yeah, that's correct.
Lakshmi, the goddess who, in the Hindu religion, brings peace and prosperity.
Excellent. So they are talking about the goddess that brings peace and prosperity. Now, I want Walter Martinez. Can you please read paragraph number 2? I think you need to connect the audio, Walter, because we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Okay, it's fine. You just need to click on connect audio. You're not on mute. You just need to connect it with your headphones. Okay, meanwhile, let's see. Shirley Sanchez, can you read paragraph number 2? And then Walter, you can read paragraph 3. Shirley Sanchez. Go ahead.
Preparation for the festival began several weeks before the festival itself. People clean and decorate their homes, prepare special food, and buy new clothes and jewelry to welcome the goddess into their homes.
Thank you. This word is a little bit complicated to pronounce. Jewelry. Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. Excellent. Jew. J-E-W. Jew. And then the E is silent. La E es silenciosa. Y Larry. Jewelry.
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 Very good. And the third paragraph. Walter Martínez, hay un icono que vos podés seleccionar para conectar audio por computadora o celular. Okay, so were you able to do it? ¿Está desde la computadora o desde el celular? Okay, Fiorella, no hay ningún problema. Okay, meanwhile, we're still waiting for Walter. It's fine, Walter, you can still participate later on. Fabián Calvo, can you please read paragraph number 3, please?
Okay. All over India, people light up their homes with oil lamps and colorful lights. The celebrations take place on the darkest night of the lunar month. Amavasya In the evening, fireworks fill the sky to make it a Diwali, a true festival of lights.
Thank you. The only word that I want you to practice is feel. Feel. Llenaron el
Feel.
cielo. Feel.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for participating. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put you in mute one more time. Thank you for everybody that participated. We're gonna go ahead and see the vocabulary words. Vamos a ver el vocabulario, el nuevo vocabulario de la lectura. We have fast, comforts, strangers, prosperity. All the new vocabulary words that we study on the lesson are underlined. Están subrayados, okay? So that then we can see the meaning, the definition, a sentence, and we can see the pronunciation of those words. But I'm gonna ask you, ¿hay alguna otra palabra que no esté subrayada que les gustaría saber el significado? Para que lo compartamos ahorita. Que no esté subrayada. Which one? Por ahora todas están claras.
Growth.
Yes, teacher.
Growth. Crecimiento. Growth, crecimiento.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And hijra.
Hijra es una palabra. Hijra es una palabra propia. Es un nombre propio. No hay traducción al inglés o al español. Okay.
It was a joke, teacher.
Okay, hijra is just a proper noun. Another word, everything else clear.
Yes, helpful.
Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. In this one, a word that you didn't understand that is not underlined. Everything clear?
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent, guys. And on the third slide, everything clear as well? Okay, so now let's move on to the vocabulary words. In this vocabulary words, I'm gonna ask volunteers as well. And we're gonna do a couple of sentences. Fast, comfort, and strangers. I'm gonna ask right now, let's see who else wants to participate. Annie. Annie, can you please read fast, the meaning and the sentence? Okay, guys, let's see. Armando then. Armando, can you please read fast? Armando, can you please read fast? I want to make sure that everybody is able to hear me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
can you
hear you.
please read fast the meaning and the sentence?
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay, fast. It means not eating for certain period, usually for for religion's reasons. Fasting is a good for soul.
Excellent. Comfort. I'm gonna read the next one. A state of being relaxed and feeling no pain. I find comfort in a good cup of coffee. Jeffrey Vega, can you read strangers, please?
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Strangers. A stranger is someone you don't know. Children should not talk to strangers.
Excellent. So we're gonna do a couple of sentences related to the words. I have some examples here in the notes, but I want a volunteer to give me a sentence with fast. Un voluntario que me dé una oración con fast. No significa rápido, es ayuno.
This week, some people want to do fast.
This week, some people want to do fasting in this case. Thank you. Really good sentence, and it's true because we're in Holy Week, right? Comfort. Who can give me a sentence with comfort?
I find my comfort in my music.
That's a very deep sentence. I find my comfort in my music. And last but not least, strangers. A sentence with strangers.
We all are strangers.
Wow, very good sentence.
Excellent.
Creative. Yeah.
The next word, prosperity. Lady, can you please read the word prosperity with the meaning and the sentence? I can hear you. Lady, are you there?
Did you mean Ludi? Because I don't know if there is another.
There's a lady. Yes, there's another one. There's a girl that's named Lady. Okay, but Ludi, go ahead.
The state of being successful. Money is synonym to prosperity.
Excellent. So now, can somebody else give me another sentence, another example using the word prosperity?
Okay. I'll do it. Oh, sorry.
It could be two sentences. It's fine.
Talking.
Do it.
Okay, there we go. Let me think. Sorry, I forgot it. I don't know. I don't know. China had created a little prosperity about coronavirus in the world.
Can you repeat the first part of the sentence?
Yeah, China had created a prosperity about the coronavirus in the world.
China created a prosperity.
Yeah, China.
About the coronavirus around. So you think that China created money out of this? That's what you think? Well, it could be true. It could be true. Okay. And Jocelyn, what was your sentence?
We all desire the prosperity.
We
all desire the prosperity.
We all desire to have prosperity. Okay. Good. That's true. Also, desire to have. Forget this. Jonathan, you can say Jonathan TCH. You can also participate.
Education is prosperity for my life.
Your
education.
Your education is prosperity in my life. In this case, I think it will be better to say my education is
my.
Oh, okay. It's prosperity in my life. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next activity. We're gonna see grammar. This is one of the most important parts in the whole class. Remember that the actual class is 2 hours. Right now we're doing everything really fast, brief, because we need to move on to the next activity. En las clases hay más participación, todo es más explicado detalladamente, pero ahorita es más rápido porque solo tenemos 1 hora de taller. Okay? But there's a lot of questions. If you have questions, you can ask, and everything is more clear and not so fast. So let's move on to grammar. Conditional sentence with if clauses. Las oraciones condicionales con if. We have conditional sentences type 1, type 2. Right now we're studying conditional sentences type 1. It is possible to fulfill a condition which is given in the if clause. ¿Cuál es la estructura de la oración utilizando if clauses? If clause, primero. Después se utiliza la idea en sí, pues main clause or main clause plus if clause. Hay dos opciones. Se pone el if clause primero, después el main clause, o la otra opción es poner el main clause primero y después el if clause. Se puede poner entonces al principio o al final de la oración el if clause y el main clause también al principio o al final. Vamos a ver bien la estructura entonces con ejemplos. El if clause se utiliza simple present, está en presente. Y el main clause está en futuro. Entonces la parte de if clause tiene que estar en present tense, el main clause and future tense, always, okay? And we also have the possibility to have the main clause in infinitive or modal plus infinitive, those three options. We're gonna see the details and the examples on the next slide. So we have if clause equals possible situations happening in the present that is a consequence in the future. For example, if you see John tonight, see in simple present, tell him to email me. The action of John will be in the future. Si ves a John esta noche, coma, decile que me escriba por correo. La coma es súper importante y ya van a ver por qué en el próximo slide, pero le explico. Cuando tenemos el if clause al principio de la oración, when we have the if clause at the beginning of the sentence, it's mandatory to put a comma and then the main clause. If we do not put a comma in between the if clause and the main clause, the sentence is incorrect. Okay? The comma here is extremely important. Another example, if Ben gets up early, gets, it's in simple present, he can catch the bus. Okay, we have comma as well. If I study, I will pass the exams. You have three different possibilities. El primer ejemplo está con verbo infinitivo en el main clause. El segundo está con modal y verbo infinitivo. Y el tercero está en futuro con will. So we have three different possibilities. Infinitive, infinitive plus modal, and future tense, ¿ok? Estoy hablando del main clause, la segunda parte de la oración en este caso. So we have main clause with infinitive, tell him to email me, modal plus infinitive, can catch the bus, y will, o sea, future tense, will pass the exams. And the three sentences, the main clause se está refiriendo a una acción que va a pasar en un futuro, un condicional. If you see John tonight, tell him to email me. Si yo no llego a ver a John, no le puedo decir nada, ¿verdad? Entonces, en un futuro cercano, si veo a John, le digo esto y él, a través de mi if clause, va a hacer una acción. Pero no en presente, sino en un futuro. ¿Ok? Aunque estemos usando infinitivo, el main clause se refiere a una acción que se va a hacer en un futuro cercano. The same thing with modal plus infinitive. He can catch the bus. Él va a poder agarrar el bus solo si Ben se levanta temprano. Pero estamos hablando de una acción que va a pasar en un futuro cercano as well. I will pass the exams en un futuro. El I will nos está diciendo de que puede ser un futuro cercano o un futuro lejano. Okay, that's the main difference here. But the three of them are referring of an action that will happen in the future. One, we use the infinitive, the other option is infinitive, modal plus infinitive, and the other option, future. Ahora, si se preguntan, ¿qué me refiero con modal plus infinitive? La palabra can, it's a modal word. Y catch es an infinitive, un verbo en infinitivo, agarrar. Los infinitivos en español son los que terminan en ir, ar, er. Agarrar, beber, asistir, ¿ok? So, in this case, catch, agarrar, un verbo en infinitivo, usando el modal can. A eso se refiere con modal plus infinitive. Hay diferentes modal words y hay diferentes verbos en infinitivo. No solo se tienen que limitar a estos tres ejemplos, ¿verdad? So now, it's your time to participate. I want you to give me a sentence using a main clause with infinitive. The first option.
If I win the lottery, I will buy something expensive.
Okay, that's an if clause with a modal, with a main clause. But in there, you're using the future, the will and future. But right now, I'm going to write it down. I will. It's a good sentence, but you're using the main clause will. And right now, I want you to practice the main clause infinitive. I will be happy, for example. Okay, so now can somebody give me a sentence using the main clause infinitive, the first option, la primera opción que tenemos. El main clause como infinitivo, como este ejemplo de la primera oración.
I'll do it.
Excellent.
Okay. Let me think. If you listened that music, tell them to, I don't know, request the band.
Tell them to
Request the band.
request the bank.
Por lo menos las otras escuelas que tenemos
Request the bank.
están usando el aula virtual que ofrece la misma plataforma que...
In this case, request the bank. What do you mean with that? If you listen that music, tell them to request the bank. Band. Okay, now I see. Thank you. That's more logical. Yes. Okay, now main clause using modal plus infinitive. The second option that we have. So guys,
if you go to the supermarket, you can bring me a chocolate.
Really good sentence. I would love a chocolate right now. To the supermarket.
That is the pronunciation.
Yes,
Chocolate.
that is the pronunciation.
Thank you.
Let me see.
It's not
okay,
really the pronunciation. I mean,
chocolate, yeah.
I mean, I've heard that the pronunciation is chocolate, but I don't know.
Late. The A,
Chocolate.
it's a long vowel sound, so we pronounce it at E-A-I. A, chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay. Thank
Excellent.
you.
It's, for example, you say late, tarde, L-A-T-E. It's a long vowel sound. Cuando tenemos consonante A, consonante E, la pronunciación de la A se convierte A. Y la E al final es silenciosa. So it will be late or chocolate.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next, but not least, the last option. Will class.
I think I have one.
Okay, let's see.
If I do my homework, I will have free time.
Free time.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Really good sentence. So there we have a couple of examples, guys, and let's move on to the next slide. This is a little bit different now. We have the main clause at the beginning. En el slide anterior, teníamos el main clause de último y el if clause de primero, por eso se utilizaba coma. Ahora, Si ponemos el main clause de primero y el if clause de segundo al final de la oración, no es necesaria la coma. ¿Ok? This is extremely important. Al principio, si ocupamos el if clause, es requerida la coma. Si ocupamos el main clause de primero, no es requerida la coma. Okay, and as well, we have the three different options: infinitive in simple present, modal plus infinitive, and will in future tense. So let's see the examples. Tell him to email me, there's no comma, if you see John tonight. He can catch the bus if Ben gets up early. I will pass the exams if I study. In the three options, we do not need a comma. So you don't have to put a comma, okay? Even though it's a conditional. We have a couple of examples as well here. Bring milk if you go to the supermarket. Tell Lisa the dinner is ready if you go to her room. Come to my party on Friday if you leave early from work. I will be stronger if I persevere in the gym. Sleep early if you are going to school tomorrow. Sleep early if you're working tomorrow. He will pass the exam if he studied hard. And the last one, he will perform in the theater playing piano if he practices more. So we have there a couple of examples, and now I want you guys to give me examples. First, using main clause in simple present infinitive.
If I see my mom.
Remember that the main clause at the end.
Okay.
I mean, at the beginning, the main clause, the if clause at the end.
I tell my mom that I love her if I see her.
So I would tell my mom I love her, that I love her.
If I see her.
If I see her. Really nice sentence, yes. Good. Now, an example using main clause, modal plus infinitive, with the main clause at the beginning of the sentence.
I'll do it.
Perfect.
Okay. Give me just a second, please. Okay. Okay. I can make some purchase if I receive my payment today.
Okay. If I receive my payment today. So as you're seeing, guys, we're not using commas in any of those. And the last one, I will pass the exam if I study. I want another example like that using will for future tense with the main clause at the beginning. Okay.
I will go to the concert if I buy the ticket.
To the concert if I buy the ticket. Good. Okay, guys, so we have excellent examples right now. Remember that if you want to participate in the future, you can raise your hand. You have the option to raise your hand, and I'll be more than glad to let you participate. Now, let's move on to the next part of the class, is listening. So we're gonna do it a little bit faster so that we can finish everything. And don't worry, we're not leaving until I finish everything. So we have listening here. I'm gonna go ahead and put you the audio so that we can listen to the conversation, and then you can go ahead and fill in. Okay. Let me know if you're able to hear the audio.
Part A.
Todos pueden escuchar el audio, ¿verdad? Yes? Okay.
Listen to people calling Dr. Hilda, a counselor on a radio talk show. Complete the chart. Listen this is Dr. Hilda. Welcome to today's show. Now let's get started right away with our first caller. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Hilda. I'm calling about my daughter. She's dating an older man.
Oh, how old are these two people?
My daughter's 18, and this man is 42.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she had to stop seeing him, and now she won't speak to me. I feel terrible. Tell me, Dr. Hilda, what should I have done?
First, you should have spoken to this 42-year-old man. You should have asked him not to date your daughter for a couple of weeks, to give the situation some time to cool off. Then if they still want to see each other, and if the man seems like a nice person, you should let your daughter date him. You shouldn't worry so much about the age difference. Okay, now let's go to our next caller. Hello, caller.
Hello? I'm a first-time caller, and, well, my problem is that my father went away on a business trip, and I borrowed his brand new car, and I had an accident.
Where is your mother?
She's away, visiting some friends.
All right, go on.
Well, I sent an email to my father, and I told him, well, I told him someone had stolen the car.
Oh, you should have told your father the truth. Your father would probably understand about a car accident, and he would be glad you weren't hurt.
I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, give it a try, young man, because the truth is always better than a lie. Okay, now let's hear from our next caller. This is Dr. Hilda. You're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling about a problem. Oh, it's kind of a personal problem. It concerns work.
Yes, go on.
Well, I invited some friends from the office to my house for a party a couple of weeks ago. Everything was fine until someone started talking about politics.
Oh, you shouldn't have let the subject of politics come up.
Well, it came up, and, well, I finally got really angry at one of my coworkers, and, to prevent a fight, I asked him to leave.
And what happened after that?
Well, now it's caused a big problem in the office. He won't speak to me.
Again, you shouldn't have talked about politics at a party. It's not a safe topic.
That's for sure.
And you shouldn't have gotten so angry either.
That's true. But what should I do now?
You should apologize to your friend.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. I'll give it a try.
Good. Well, folks, that's another show.
Excellent, guys. So I hope that everybody listened to the conversation. And now, what was the problem on caller one? I saw that some of you were talking about sugar daddy.
Yeah.
It was something like that. Okay, so what was the problem?
Yeah, the lady know there is money among that lady and the older man.
Okay, so what was the problem? Why was the mom concerned?
Well, basically,
She was worried because her daughter is dating with an older man.
An older man dating her daughter. Yep. So what was the solution that Hilda gave her?
we're cutting off.
The older man? The benefits.
Speaking to the man.
She said that to let that situation pass and cool down. I don't know.
To stop dating her daughter. And what she wants is split them. Separarlo. What was the problem on the second conversation? An irresponsible teenager.
It's about the car accident. I
A
guess.
car accident.
A car accident. And what was the advice? What was the solution?
Well, tell the
truth. Say the truth because he wanted to say that it was a stolen car.
Yeah, to tell the truth, because he lied about the car being stolen. It was a lie, a bad lie, because lies always come into the air. And the last conversation 3, what was the problem?
some
I didn't hear that part.
guys believe that he probably likes like Marx and talk about politicals and well.
Exactly. He went into a work party and sadly he started talking about politics. Ruth
They
Yvette,
begin to talk about politics
they started talking about
and
politics.
everybody get angry.
That's correct. Ruth, I saw that you were raising your hand.
Everybody get angry.
Can you please tell me what's the solution? I want only Ruth Yvette to participate.
Teacher, how can I raise
Yes.
my hand?
You have a bottom that is like a hand icon. You just need to click it and you raise your hand.
Oh, reactions, I guess. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, Ruth, you can put your audio on if you want to participate. You were raising your hand. Politics.
He talk about the politics in the party or the office. I don't know what is the mean.
And what was the solution?
Okay, the solution is no talk about this.
To not, never, ever talk about politics. And it's true, guys, that happens every time in work environment. You can even have problems even in family reunions, not only in work reunions. So it's better to be very precautious when you're gonna talk about politics. And more nowadays that it's a little bit of a cause. Okay, so now the last activity of the day will be pronunciation. We'll see it fast so that if then you have questions and answers, we have time to answer them. Pronunciation. This is a topic that I always like to cover. It's the pronunciation of ED, the past tense. So we have three different ways to pronounce the ED, the regular past, simple past. If the word ends in T or in D, for example, want and need, the pronunciation of ED will be id. Wanted, needed, id. Wanted, needed. Okay, only if the words ends with T or D. But what if the word ends with a voiceless sound? A voiceless sound. We pronounce it as T. Instead of ED, we pronounce it T. For example, helped, looked, sniffed, laughed, washed, watched, kissed, danced, fixed. And how do we know when it's a voiceless sound? We put our fingers in our throat like this, and we pronounce the letter. If it does not vibrate, como no vibra aquí, it's voiceless. All those letters do not vibrate. But what about the voiced letters? L, N, R, J, V, S. All those words vibrate here in your throat. Okay, that's why when it's voiced, you pronounce D. Cold, cleaned, offered, loved, damaged, used, amazed, robbed, claimed. Okay, that's the main difference in the pronunciation. So when you're reading, try to read out loud so that you can consciously read the pronunciation of the words. Now you know the correct pronunciations from the past tense in regular verbs, so put it into practice. When the word finishes in TD, you pronounce that ED as id. When the word ends with a voiceless sound, meaning that the letter does not vibrate in your throat, you pronounce it as T. And when the word ends with a voiced letter, that you have vibrations in your throat, you pronounce it as D. Okay, you have those three different pronunciation tips that you can put into action. And now, do you have any questions related to the class? ¿Alguna pregunta, sugerencia, comentario?
I have a question.
Okay.
I really like to have this presentation, but I don't know if you can share with us.
We can share the presentation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I think, okay, let me see. In this case, can you put the email in
Alicia,
the chat? ¿Sí?
la colocaremos en un blog, en el blog de nosotros. Cuando postemos en la grabación, le ponemos el link de la presentación para que la puedan descargar.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, guys. Y recuerden que todos estos talleres, no solo el taller de inglés, también los talleres que ofrecemos de Cisco, de inglés básico, etcétera, etcétera. Todos los cursos están en nuestro YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more from our courses, you can go to the YouTube channel or to our website, okay? Y recuerden quedarse hasta el final porque vamos a tener una dinámica. Y si quieren más información del curso de inglés o de cualquier otro curso, pueden dejar sus datos o llenar el formulario para que los contactemos. ¿Ok?
Teacher.
Yes.
Una pregunta. Es que vi que mandaron en el chat un link para llenar un formulario sobre el curso, pero no estoy segura. Esta es mi primera vez en una clase virtual. Entonces, quería saber si ese formulario es para seguir en este curso.
Primero se hace un examen, si es de inglés, primero se hace un examen de ubicación para saber si el nivel de inglés es A1, A2, B1 o B2. Según el nivel de inglés, el estudiante se agrega en el curso y después las clases son 30 lecciones. 30 lecciones que se dividen a través de 4 meses. Eso dura el curso de inglés. De los niveles, cada nivel dura 4 meses. Digamos que haces el examen y quedas en un B1, que es nivel intermedio. Entonces, ya de ahí se realiza el curso normal por 4 meses. Las clases son bastante parecidas a lo que vimos hoy, nada más que no son tantos estudiantes, máximo 15 estudiantes, para que haya un ambiente de participación y conversación y se pueda practicar el ámbito de speaking, no solo listening, reading y grammar, también speaking. Y hay evaluaciones a través del curso, hay 4 quizzes, hay un midterm y un final exam y 2 presentations. Entonces, al final son el puntaje del curso, ¿verdad? Por medio de las evaluaciones y se da un certificado igual cuando se pasa el curso. Todas las clases igual se graban y se suben a la plataforma. Nosotros utilizamos Classroom para que siempre el estudiante tenga el material, no solo de la presentación, también del video. ¿Okay?